Well, I was excited because the standards have changed so much. I think the lack of execution and the perfectionists in our group right now came out. They could see it after the game. You could tell in game that guys wanted to put their best foot forward, and we got a glimpse into kind of where we're at, which is really, really good, and got a glimpse into kind of how we got to be able to take our next step into week 2 with some new guys. And I'm excited. I'm excited for the work. I'm always excited for week 2 because you get a chance to really see and look in the mirror who you are. No one was excited about a lot of things we did. I mean, there was some good stuff. Don't get me wrong. You got a chance to go up against a playoff FCS team and come out with a win and have some big plays and a lot of things called back and have a bunch of ugly stuff happen that you get a chance to correct. So I think a lot more good than bad will come out of a game like that.
Where'd you make those?
I was just going to say, do you buy or sell on the theory that a team makes its biggest improvement from week 1 to week 2 in a season?
Yeah, I don't know if it's 1 or 2. I'd be lying if I said it's that exact week to week, but I think moreover, I think early on you get a chance to see a team grow regardless. It's just like year 1 to year 2 of a guy's development. The difference is you got 11 guys, and so they have to have the chemistry. And so what you're seeing is in year 2 and game 1 is now you got 11 new guys together, and you got to have some communication from quarterback to center and new back and new receivers and some funky looks that we knew they did. And that's an awesome opportunity to bank it and find out exactly where we are, because who we are right now is 1 week in, and we're 1-0 and got a chance to go into SEC territory and play a really good football team. So that's exciting.
What do you see different from Mississippi State? Obviously, a lot of new faces, not only in offense but defense too. What do you see that's different from the matchup last year?
Yeah, I mean everything. That they're going in their second year. They're going into their second year of development and roster building for the SEC. And I know that's no small task. For I think it was first year coach last year. So they'll be, in my opinion, probably one of the most improved teams we'll play. I mean, from year 1 to year 2, building the roster, adding the depth they add in the portal, at home in their place will be awesome. It's been an awesome matchup. They're going to be ready to roll. They're going to be really good.
Is it tough to tell how much odd front versus the 4-2-5 stuff that they might be in defensively?
Yeah, you don't know. I mean, you can never know the percentage. You can just go ahead and try to plan for both because they mix it up. They did a really good job with mixing up their personnel groups. They've got a much deeper up front now, so I think that gives them to maximize their capability to kind of get in and out of what they want to get in and out of. So I think, yeah, their combination of how they mix it up personnel-wise, down in distance and field position will be something we'll have to keep our eye on.
The run-pass balance was pretty uncharacteristic for what we've come to expect from you guys on Saturday. What do you think the run game could be this season?
What did you expect?
Closer to a 50-50
Well, if
split.
I would have thrown it 20 times and we got JT and Sam, do you know what you guys would have said? What are you doing? You got the physical. I'm kidding. We wanted to go in that. We go into the game plan with the balance really being what's going to make us efficient and down in distance and what can make us explosive. We felt like we had some things in the pass game that were really getting us moving and getting some explosive plays down the field with the box count they had and some of the stuff they were producing up front. Sam was getting a little rhythm down the field on some big plays. And so if that's hot, we're doing it, we're going to press a little bit. I mean, we're in the opportunity now. We want to be able to press that barrier a little bit more and throw the ball down the field a little bit more. Obviously, we going to last year, we saw how many shots we'll throw down the field. We'll continue to do that. And so each game plan is going to be a little bit different. But if we can be aggressive and put Sam and JT and our skill guys down the field or in space, that's something we definitely are excited about doing.
Coach, Jaron only played 1 snap on Saturday. Do you anticipate seeing him seeing the field more this upcoming?
Yeah, we do. Obviously with the personnel groupings and some of the things we were doing, it just kind of played into it with some of the things that were changing in games as we kind of manipulated what was happening in game adjustments. But he'll grow. He'll transition into it. Again, he's in year 1 of a system, and I'm excited to see what he does this week.
What do you think
Adjustments you talked about, Coach. How do you feel? Obviously the offensive line coach mentioned after the game just what they were doing up front, and even tweaking it a little bit more. But
yeah,
do you feel the offensive line just grew in the communication almost throughout the game?
Yeah, we made some adjustments throughout the course of the game with what they're doing. I wait to see how they were going to, change up the front, manipulate some of the pressures and some of the movement stunts. And that takes some time to kind of communicate to our guys. We slowed it down the second half a little bit, saw a few adjustments in there, felt better about that. But again, those are going to come in game adjustments you can only get with experience. And so it's going to happen again this week with a new center, and new guards and not the quarterback, but those guys are all 2 of the 3 guys in the heart of your offense, your center, your quarterback, or your running back. When those 2 or 3 pieces are new, you're still going to have some growing pains on how you manipulate run game and protections and calls and communication. So it's an underestimated, kind of undeveloped talk about it, but it really is something that you think about Leaf, Sam, Scat, and now Ben, Sam, new guy, and Leak or Sip, and it's that communication's important for week-to-week growth, let alone in-game. So it's awesome to see that maturation grow.
I know you weren't surprised by what you saw from early Brown, but for people that haven't seen him play that much, what he did last Saturday was pretty much par for the course.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't. We haven't seen him play yet. I don't want to. I mean, we obviously recruited him and know how explosive he can be. You hadn't seen it in a game yet here. We just hoped we'd see what we'd seen in camp. And sometimes that takes a little slower to get to. It seemed like he got right off to a fast start, which was really good to see. So took care of the ball, ran hard, makes some guys miss, and he's explosive, man. He's as explosive guys we've got. And so that was really good to see that we've started off on a good note back in the backfield with those two guys.
How do you think
when Sam was talking yesterday, he said regardless of game plans or matchups, if a team is in cover 0 or cover 1 and JT's one-on-one on the outside, that's his first look, getting to JT. Do you agree with that, where those guys are just so talented that no matter what the plan is, you can expect them to make a play?
Yeah, I mean, those guys are on the same page, and I think everyone in the country would say if you had JT in one-on-one and Sam throwing it, you'd be like, come on, find a way. And so we've built our minds around the fact that if we can find that matchup at any time, we're going to try to exploit it. Sometimes it's harder to do because it's there and you're like, oh, how do I get to it? Other times now we've made a big investment in finding ways to be able for those two to get on the same page immediately if that happens.
What about Mississippi State's coverage tendencies or their style?
Yeah, I mean, quarters-based system, long, fast. They'll press you. They'll play some cover 1. They'll play some 0. They'll play some drop 8. Again, they've got a good scheme that they implement in the back end with those corners. They're long. They're experienced. They've played some really good, talented teams, so they've seen it all. We've got a really good matchup against us. So excited to get our guys out there.
I'm sorry, Coach. You got one more. Or you guys good? We're good. You guys good? You're gone.
All right, thanks guys.